What's up, Wazam? It is your girl Mickey, and I'm going to be doing your weekly insight for my Earth signs. I've started. This is my fourth time doing this video. I'm not redoing it. If you're looking for another element, go ahead and check my page. Hopefully you can find what it is you're looking for, and I hope I say something that makes sense. Take what resonates, leave what does not. Do not force what does not fit. Let's go ahead and hop into it. Okay. Eight of Pentacles, Eight of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, and the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. The Two of Wands is the underlying energy for that, and the Ace of Wands was underneath it, and then guess what, the Justice card is underneath that, and that's all I'm going to go into right now. I feel as though there is a new beginning arising for you guys, but I'm not going to lie, I feel like there's some interference. Like, I usually do not have to stop and restart, stop and restart, stop and restart, and I just feel like there's a lot of fucking interference within the Earth sign energy for this week. I do feel like you guys might have some disruptors, or there's some type of like disruptions that may be taking place. Don't try to move anything forcefully. Allow things to just kind of flow as they may. 111 might be significant, the number 88, the number 10, the number 12, the number 16 as well. I think that you guys are definitely going to be going into some type of it doesn't have to be anything like a monumental transformation or change or anything. It could just be something as simple as you are understanding like something isn't what you thought, or you're being led to see that you are not as far along in something as you thought you were. I'm not really understanding it, but I'm hoping that you will, and I'm hoping that I say something that makes sense and it's like, oh, I got it. Once again, I do feel like there's some type of interference that is going on in your energy this week. Maybe this could be an outside person, this could be other spirits and energies attempting to get in your groove, but they can't get in. It's a very closed circle. Okay, I'm hearing close knit, so you could be somebody that's like, okay, I'm only keeping those around me that are meant to be around me, and anything or anyone that does not align with who it is that I'm being called to be, they gotta go. I definitely feel as though you guys are in this energy where you're like, yeah, I'm the one. 222, when I look down, I am the one, and there's nobody else that is going to get in the way of that. But once again, don't try to force anything this week. I think that it is best for you guys to kind of just let things flow free, just allow for things to be what they are and show you what they are supposed to show you. I feel like everything happens for a reason. I avidly believe that there are no coincidences in life. So if something does come up, I think that it is in your best interest this week, in my opinion, to just kind of investigate it and see what it is that it can teach you, because everything is not always going to be a burden. Everything isn't coming in your way to bring destruction. It could just be to slow you down so that you don't get in a wreck. And that could be a literal wreck, that could be like a spiritual or a mental wreck. It doesn't have to be something that is a literal car wreck. I'm speaking like there are things that get in the way of us doing what we want to do, because there is destruction that could be at that threshold of what we want to do. Does that make sense? I hope so. I think that this week you guys are going to be very, very pleased with the amount of, okay, I'm hearing retribution. Okay. I think that you guys are going to be very pleased with the amount of like recoil that something has. I don't really understand that, but I really hope that you do. There's a spider crawling on this mat right here. It looks like a jumping spider. I think that you guys are coming into something quickly, coming into something very suddenly, very something is gonna like appear out of damn near thin air. Okay, like I just see something like shoom, and I just got a notification on my phone. I'm gonna take that as confirmation. I think that there's something that is going to maybe like arise, that it could be something that you think is going to bring you destruction, but once again, it's only there to help you out. It's only there to bring assistance. It's only helping you to breed more clarity through a situation, so that you can come out on the other end victorious. I definitely feel as though there is a sense of conquering in this energy. There's a sense of you guys like overcoming something, and that could be the interference, because you see I'm flowing through this motherfucking message, baby. I haven't stopped yet. Okay, I think that you guys are definitely overcoming what it is that was put on your path to slow you down. And once again, maybe it was meant to slow you down, but maybe it was also meant to give you some type of time to stop, regroup, and breathe. But I definitely feel like you guys have overcome that shit. You have decided, maybe even if you didn't even decide, but it could be a subconscious thing where you just like, you know what? I gotta go. I gotta keep going. I gotta keep pushing. I gotta just, cross that finish line. I gotta cross the mark. Okay. Somebody could be running a literal race. I just had, when I did my fire sign reading, I just made an analogy about crossing the finish line, or running a race or whatever. So there could be some type of race that is being run. It doesn't have to be a literal race. It could be a race between you and someone else to do something the smoothest, the quickest. Okay, I'm seeing that it's not the quickest. It doesn't have to be something that is done the fastest. This could be for everyone. I don't think that this is going to be specific with the race analogy, but something doesn't need to be done the quickest. It needs to be done without destruction. Like, it needs to be okay. So you know how when people build like structures and stuff, they build the structure. They don't want to build the structure fast. They want to build the structure so that the structure lasts. They want to build the structure so that it can withstand weather, heat, hail, storms. Okay. And there's another spider on the table. Okay, I do think that you guys are, once again, you're being, this could be you could be the motherfucking building. You're being built to do something that is going to last. I really hope I'm saying some shit that makes sense. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get y'all some oracles before we head on up out of here. If you're looking for a personal reading, make sure you hit the link in the description and or the motherfucking bio. Shit. Tap into the other platforms. Make sure you give this video a like, share the video, comment. Goddamn. Yeah, just tap in, y'all. Fuck. Um, that interference is trying it. I ain't even gonna hold you. They gonna try it as long as you let them. If that oracle actually comes out, we gonna know something. All right, let's see what we got. 3 days. Something could be happening from 3 days, and whenever you watch this, it could be a Saturday, but I usually post these on Monday, but you might be watching this on a Thursday, Wednesday, whatever. Russian could be significant. Cancer is here. There could be a Cancer within your energy. Somebody could be going on date night soon. You need to get out that motherfucking house, whatever it is that you do. Okay. Somebody needs to let go of some addictions. You could be having an addiction to something or someone. Peonies is here. The Sunday could also be significant. So I feel like the weekend of whenever you're viewing this could be significant, either the one that just passed or the one that you're about to step into. I think that there is going to be some significant events that happen and occur within the weekend energy. Okay. Your spirit team is not fucking playing. So you need to stop playing as well. Somebody could be having beef with you. Hopefully you ain't got beef with nobody else. You let that shit go. Okay. There's a blank oracle here. So I do believe that there's a fresh start coming towards you guys very quickly. And very soon. There's a delivery driver that could be dropping something off to you guys, or you could be a delivery driver. There's somebody in Gen Z. Do a return to sender ASAP. Somebody could be sending you motherfucking magic. You need to return that shit back to their ass. Matter of fact, I was literally going to say something and then I heard don't say that. So I'm not going to say that. But if you do spell work, do some motherfucking spell work in your favor, okay? There could be a fire sign within your energy. Somebody could be something about poison ivy. I was literally thinking about the character poison ivy though as I was looking at that. But anyway, somebody could be wearing a jacket. There could be something significant about a jacket. I'm looking at the oracle to say consult with your guides that is sitting on the top of this pile right here. So make sure that you are having a conversation with your spirit guides. Talk to who it is that you believe in. Have conversations with the Most High, and just be able to go on the path that you're being guided on effortlessly and easily. Okay, ask for guidance, ask for peace of mind, and ask for the strength to endure the path that you have been placed on. Okay, I love you, and I'll see you next week.